Rev up your engines! Welcome to Mechanic Monday, where I try out actual products, then tell you about the good ones that pass my tests. Now the first thing I'm talking about is this Viofo Pro Dual dash cam. I have tried out scores of these dash cams. A lot of the cheaper ones are just that, cheap. The directions sometimes don't even make sense in English. You plug them in. It takes 6,000 years to figure out which buttons do what, and then they don't work half the time. This dash cam isn't a toy. It's an actual serious instrument. It's got Sony Exmor sensors in it. They really work quite well. Simple installation, just plug it in a cigarette lighter, or if you really want, you can hardwire it to the car, but most people are going to plug it in because then they can unplug it and take it out so somebody doesn't steal it when it's just sitting there. Trust no one these days. I've had customers with dash cams, they got the window broken so somebody can come in and steal the dash cam. When you're not using them, take them out, put them in the glove box, hide them in the trunk. Don't let them sit there because that's just another thing that thieves will see. Hey, I can steal that and sell it. And the cool thing is when you start the car, the dash cam automatically turns itself on. So if you get in a wreck, you don't have to say, oh, I forgot to turn my dash cam on. It turns itself on when you turn the car on. It turns itself off when you turn the car off. Simple operation. Simple if you want it to be, complicated if you don't. Got all kinds of buttons. You can set all kinds of shooting speeds, how long the loop is, how many minutes that it shoots and then re-records and shoots and re-records. But perhaps the most interesting thing is it's got a G sensor built in. So if you get in a wreck, the machine senses it, knows you're in a wreck, it locks the recording. So all that information is permanently stored on the micro SD card. Yeah, it's made in China. It's a good product. This is one of the few Chinese products I ever got that came with an excellent instruction manual. Once you take the pictures, it shows you how simple it is to just plug it into your laptop or your phone and download the pictures on there if you want. In my case, it just said, take the short cable. There's a long cable and a short one. Plug it in your computer. I plugged it in, boom, up come the pictures. Then I can download them, put them on a computer, send them, whatever I want to do. If you got an insurance claim going on, you can download them, the video, send it right to them. Or if you're addicted to those Russian car crash videos and you want to create your own, hey, this machine's great for that. You can upload that stuff like nothing. Make a video real fast. Maybe you'll get lucky and a little camera will see a meteorite crashing on Earth and you can sell that to the news agencies. Hey, the thing's running all the time. It's recording whatever's in front of you. And also in back of you or on the side if you want. This system comes with 2 cameras. You can stick the second one wherever you want. If you want to have full coverage front and back or side. And what I really found fascinating about this camera is its night vision capability. This thing sees at night quite well. It really works at night. Now one really interesting aspect of this is, here's my camera at night. And as you can see, the camera can see the bright light like your eye, but the rest of it is pretty dark. Watch what happens when you're looking at it through the camera of this dash cam. Notice with its special infrared camera, you can see the buildings all around. You get a much bigger field of view with the camera on the dash cam than with your eyes or with my regular camera. So instead of seeing this where there's a lot of darkness, you get a much brighter view, especially around the side, of what's happening. You can even use this as a little spy camera to look around at night if you want. As you can see, you won't see much with the naked eye or with my Panasonic recorder here, but with the dash cam and its night vision, you can see quite a bit. So if you're serious about a dash cam, this Viofo dual camera setup, it's an excellent product. It's not cheap, they're not giving them away, but it's quality and you get what you pay for if you want a serious dash cam. Now the second product that I like is really low tech. Instead of a high tech camera, it's a low tech funnel. But man, does it work. It's a sealed unit. When you're not using it, it goes back together. And when you are using it, all you gotta do is unscrew the thing. Comes apart. Then when you're done filling things up, guess what? You put it back together again and you don't have to worry about it spilling, because whatever little fluid is left stays inside. Now the main thing I like about this is One, it can reach all kinds of places. There's no arguing that, but it's solid. This is strong plastic. This is very flexible. And it's not some cheap thing that's just going to snap after you use it a couple times. I've been using these things for months and months. I've had no problems with them. They're not going to crack because this is thick but flexible. It's not one of those cheap plastic things that you use a few times and it breaks. It's solid made. When you're adding oil, look, the top has a screw in. It just screws right on either the quart, so you can put it in, or the big gallon. In this case, it's actually 5 quart containers. Since it's got 2 sizes built in, big ones can go on it too. They just screw on the top, away it goes. And it's got this tricky valve that's really cool. If you're in a hurry, most people seem to be in a hurry these days, when you open this, you hear it click, that lets more air in. So when you pour it in, the air comes out here and it actually fills up quicker. And this actually comes in handy because on the old Toyota, you want it out quick because it flows really well. But you don't want fast flowing engines like this Lexus V6 because look inside here. As you can see inside, there's a baffle plate right here. You pour it in fast, it spills up and then drips all over the exhaust and the engine. So in this case, you want the vent closed, so it actually pours in a bit slower and you don't make a mess. Now, who would have thought you needed a 2-speed funnel? Well, these Eco-Loop guys did. Even I wouldn't have thought of making this thing. I just thought, oh, you gotta pour it slower. Well, this one forces you to pour it slower, and if you're in a hurry and you don't have to, you open it up and it pours faster. And since it's Mechanic Monday, I'm giving away one of these Viafo Dual Pro dash cam setups. To have a chance to win, place a clean, non-offensive comment on the YouTube comments below, and a winner will be chosen randomly by computer to get a really high-class dual dash system to make driving that little bit safer in case you get in a wreck, or maybe you can make a really good video out of it if your car sees something while you're driving. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.